just a little about how the session is going to proceed. We will talk about matters of the heart first. We'll explore that dimension of us as human beings. And we'll dive in a little bit of chemistry, attraction, sexuality, of how a hormonal system works, just to lay the foundation of why essential oils work so well with us. Yes. And then we'll explore some exotic fragrances that that support your pheromones production, and they have aphrodisiac qualities, so definitely can enhance your sensory and sensual experiences. So we'll talk about those essential oils, and at the end we'll do a beautiful practice with heart breathing. Okay, I do hope that you stay until the end and you will enjoy all of it. Yes. So once I start sharing the screen, I'm not sure if I can see the chat, but I'll try my best. I'm still learning this whole virtual world. All right, let's see. Share screen. All right, so what's love got to do with it? If you can just go ahead and type in the chat, what inspired you to join this session today? There's so much going on right now, so many practitioners offering free classes, beautiful practices. What inspired you to be here? Out of all the other things in the world you could be doing right now, what inspired you? Just go ahead and share with us in the chat box if you feel comfortable. And I will take a look at those responses once we go into our Q&A. But please, I encourage you to share. And while you are typing, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about me, who I am, and why I'm here talking to you. I see some responses. Great. About aromatherapy and love. Not too many aromatherapists talk about those two at the same time. So just to begin with, you see me at the Utah lavender field. That once upon a time I went and I participated in Young Living convention. Young Living essential oils are the oils that I use, and I had a pleasure of planting the lavender, and it was just an incredible experience of being in the mountains, uniting with nature, getting my hands dirty, and as you could see, I was very, very happy. I was like a child. And this inspired me to become a certified aromatherapist, to really have the knowledge, to be comfortable with sharing knowledge with others, to understand the all effects that essential oils and herbal essences have on our system as human body. And NAHA means National Association of Holistic Aromatherapists. This is a national association, a completed accredited program here in New York City that consisted of theory and practice. I had to do case studies, I had to see clients, I had to write up final papers. So yeah, it had some high standards that had to be completed. And that's where I got my credentials from. Very happy about that. I'm also a wellness consultant. I'm a holistic practitioner, so aromatherapy is not my only area of expertise, although it's one of my favorite areas to share with my clients and with the audience. So I do consult people on holistic wellness, and it's whole mind, body, soul approach. Okay, I'm also a Taoist practitioner. Those of you who attended morning meditation with me with 6 healing sounds in the women's group today. I'm an intimacy counselor. I'm a couple therapist. I'm about to get licensed as a couple therapist. And I founded my own company, Fragrant Wellness. and I run my a women network in New York City called La Femme Rose, and we also have a presence on Facebook too. Okay, so that's a little bit about me, and I see you guys shared. Awesome, awesome. I promise I will take a look at your responses once we get there. Okay, so let's talk about heart. Okay, so heart is magnetic. And heart is magnetic. What does that mean? It just has so much frequency we hold in our heart, and it's a hot organ. It's associated with the element of fire, and season is summer, and the sound is ha. So okay, that's the sound of the heart. It's magnetic. A lot of scientists even study the magnitude of the heart and compare it with our brain. And the results of the findings are that really the magnitude of the heart, the capacity of the heart to hold human emotion and to magnify our desires and to attract things into our life are tremendous. Like, no, our mind cannot compare with the power we hold in our heart. And that's why oftentimes our heart takes the heat and actually harbors all the negative emotions. And those people who are not expressive and cannot release or don't know how to release negative, usually it manifests in cardiovascular problems and stuff like that, right? A lot of heart related illness is stress related. Some of it is genetics, it's nature, nurture, but a lot is environment, and a lot of it is stress. So we really need to understand our heart. It's just vast, it's beautiful, it has such a potential to magnify things for us. But sometimes when we are constricted, we can attract all the things that we don't want, right? Yeah. So some noble emotions are valor and courage and love and forgiveness and honesty that we can hold in our heart. And compassion is a big one, is a big emotion of the heart. And I put a little asterisk there, raised by electromagnetic frequencies of essential oils, because it's very electromagnetic heart. It's like, right, like when you do EKG, it has that frequency. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. And some toxic emotions that we want to transmute, we want to release, guilt, sadness, grief, deceit, hastiness, hate, all those emotions that take a toll on us and our body internally. So just a little note, since we're talking about love, I love to talk about the heart. Okay, a little fun fact. A lot of ancient wisdoms around the world emphasized heart center as a center of emotions, right? And our heart even holds memories. And even in Greek medicine, they believe that you can die from a broken heart. So a phrase broken heart did not just come out of nowhere. Actually, it has its roots in Greek medicine, where you could have died from all the symptoms you have experienced because of grief, because of hastiness, because of sadness. And actually, those emotions can cause fevers that are called ephemeral fevers. And if you look into it and research it, you will see. That's why I told you a lot of heart disease actually comes from stress and comes from emotions that we don't release from our heart. Okay. This is some basic knowledge that I have shared in the past. We're not going to go into safety applications and all the nitty-gritty details in this session because I want to jump into juicy stuff with you. But once again, this is something we covered in our past sessions, and you will be able to get more information from the replay links that I will send you. But just to go over quickly, essential oils are plants' immune system, means they serve. Why so many essential oils have properties that are antiviral, antibacterial, because they are immune system of the plant. They sustain plant's life, right? That's why they have those properties. It's the survival of the fittest. This is how the world works. Therapeutic essential oils are different from commercial oils because they have medicinal properties. These oils are not to be burned or heated. They usually diffused in a diffuser, in a cold water diffuser, added to skincare products, massage applications, and bath compresses, spritzes, tons of other applications, but you do not heat the oils because molecules disintegrate. How do you know this is a pure essential oil? Because pure essential oils have botanical name on it. On the bottle, it will always have, it will come in an amber bottle because they are sensitive to sunlight, and it will have a botanical name on the bottle, okay? So entry points are olfactory, which is our scent of smell. We have topical through massage and and skincare products, and internal. Some people like to take them inside, some don't. Again, it depends on the company. You just have to be very, very careful before you put something inside and see if this is something that is for you. Basic safety, we don't have a lot of contraindications with the essential oils, but vitamin C, citrusy oils, you don't apply on the skin and go on the sun because they are photosensitive. It can cause skin pigmentation. So make sure if you apply oils like citrusy oils in your skincare products, you don't go on the sun shortly after, because that can cause a little bit of a issue for you. And some oils like cinnamon bark and clove that contain phenol. This is a natural chemical compound that is a skin irritant. So the best way to apply them is on your feet, on the gums, or dilute them with coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba, something that will not be so potent and more gentle on the skin. So this is just the basic knowledge that I wanted to mention. All right. So we're going to be talking a lot about olfactory and limbic system. Limbic system is a major brain area of the brain that holds memories, that feelings, emotions, okay? Associated with also attraction and sexual arousal. And our brain is the most erotic organ, right? So we all know that it's our brain that actually creates the pheromones and sends signals to our endocrine system, and a lot of it is very primal. So limbic system, and why essential oils are so powerful, and why we are attracted also to people through sense of smell. Even you think about animals, right? Like dogs, when they meet on the street, first thing they do, they start sniffing each other. We have those qualities. We don't go around sniffing each other. I hope not. We passed that stage in the human evolution. But we can send pheromones. Like, so even as a person walks in, like sometimes certain people, they exude this kind of like this kind of like sexuality and this appeal, and they have this aura, and when they walk into the space, we sense their pheromones, even though we can't detect the smell, but it's there, it's in the air, and we affected by their presence. And why some people attract to each other, because they sense each other's pheromones when they're in each other's presence, and attraction chemistry takes place. Body produces pheromones. Pheromones are hormone-like substances that are created with our endocrine glands that are external. Hormones are more internal, but pheromones are external. So that means if I'm talking to someone and I'm attracted to that person, my body naturally starts creating those pheromones. And the other person inhales my pheromones through the olfactory, which is your sense of smell. It goes right into your limbic system and then sends signals to your feelings and emotion. And attraction happens, butterflies in the stomach, and your face lights up, and all those reactions in your body and your emotions take place. So yeah, so it's very primal. A lot of it happens on the chemical level, and our bodies are truly, truly amazing. And yeah. So how do essential oils, just a little extra note, how do they affect our feelings? So blood barrier, because I mentioned earlier, essential oils are very potent, they're very pure, they come from the same evolutionary processes as humans, they surpass our blood barrier quickly. So when we smell essential oils, molecules go right in through the blood barrier into the brain. A lot of chemical synthetic like perfumes, why they don't have effect on us, because they don't have medicinal properties and they don't surpass the blood barrier. So they just sense, but they're not essential oils who actually affect our feelings and our emotions. So they cannot be duplicated synthetically, and perfumes cannot. And it's also dual action, meaning when you scent essential oils, and let's say they have aphrodisiac qualities, not only they affect the chemistry of your body, but also the pleasant scent of essential oils affect the feelings, the sensation, and triggers pleasure points in your brain, in the memories. We talked about, like, sometimes you walk into, let's say, I don't know if you have experienced certain scents for some people. Like, I know friends, they'll say, and maybe I said that too in the past, like, oh, that guy is wearing a perfume like my ex-boyfriend was wearing, or that woman is wearing a perfume that my ex-girlfriend was wearing. So immediately when you scent something, it triggers a memory of a person. So scents are very powerful in that way. Okay, so be careful what kind of memories you're making with people. They better be the pleasant one. They better be the pleasant one. Because then you have to unprogram yourself. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so yeah, so this is something that I wanted to share. Okay, besides the molecules that essential oils have, and the oils, these particular oils we're going to talk about that have aphrodisiac qualities, also essential oils have electromagnetic frequencies. Remember when I mentioned heart and electromagnetic frequency of the heart? Sometimes you can have a high frequency, which is love and compassion, or low frequency like hastiness and impatience in the heart. And those low frequency emotions also operate on the same frequency of viruses, of bacteria, of illnesses. So that's why a lot of times when people are in that bad zone, they attract a lot of illness, and it undermines your immune system, because your electromagnetic frequency is low. Because when your electromagnetic frequency is high, your body is more armed to fight whatever intruder comes into your body, right? So yeah, so electromagnetic frequencies, everything has an electromagnetic frequency, everything that is living or non-living, like virus is not a living thing, right? But it still has a electromagnetic frequency. And this is just some chart, if you want to take a picture of it, because essential oils are so potent, they have highest electromagnetic frequency. And the highest electromagnetic frequency is the rose. Rose has the highest, and it's an amazing oil, amazing flower that matches the frequency of noble emotions of our heart. So there's a lot of science that behind why roses are so, well, first of all, it's a sacred flower and geometry, and we can talk about roses forever, but also they have the highest electromagnetic frequency for our emotions and our feelings. Okay, so gentlemen, when you give ladies those roses, it's not just waste of money. You're making her very, very happy, and she's opening her heart. It's worth every penny. Trust me, it's worth every penny. Okay. So also fascinating that we have Kirlian Photography. Now that there's a photography that can take a picture of your aura. Yeah, so they can actually detect aura around you, and what they're discovering, that the aura of the plant is very similar to human aura. Okay, that's why plants and humans are inseparable. We use them for medicine. They breathe in the what we breathe out, right? So very interesting fact. I just wanted to share that with you. All right, so we transitioning to our next section. It's getting juicier and juicier. And human senses, sensuality, and aromatic fragrances. So this is very, very beautiful topic. Okay, senses and attraction. This is something that I love and love and love and love talk about. We are sensory and sensual beings. We are. We experience the world through senses, through touch, through taste, through smell, right? What we hear, what we see. This is how we process information in the world. This is what we receive from the outside. This is who we are. We're sensory, we're sensual. Okay, and I know I'm bringing this up because there's still a little bit of shaming, or a lot of shaming actually, around this topic. And this is our natural birthright, because we were born human beings to experience the world through our senses. Okay? So just wanted to put it out there. And that's why essential oils are so great for our senses, for our experiences, and to bring into our love experiences with our partner, or even for self-love. It's amazing. Our bodies secrete pheromones that are easily detected by olfactory, and we already talked about that. So olfactory stimulates the limbic system, which stimulates emotions, and pheromones scent triggers attraction, sexual desire, and arousal. And I think I already mentioned that. I jumped ahead. I'm sorry. I could not help myself. All right. So let's take a look at this picture, ladies and gentlemen. Just really take a look at it and try to process, like, what is it that you are seeing? What is going on in your body? Chemical basis of love. What is happening when you love, you in love? Or when you engage in acts of self-love, actually too. So as you can see, there are lots and lots and lots of hormones flowing. It's like a chemical warfare. Really, it's like a hormonal and chemical warfare in your body's happening. That's why sometimes when you're in love with another person, you lose your core. You out of your core. You really having trouble to balance and to kind of gather yourself, because it's not your fault. Good news is it's not your fault. There are lots of hormones that are being produced, and a lot of stuff flowing, and it's all good stuff, right? but also it can trigger certain things, and especially in people who if you have trauma, people with abandonment, attachment issues and stuff. So I don't want to say issues, it's not the right word for it, but who had not so pleasant experiences maybe in their past, in their childhood with it. So sometimes even with all this positive stuff that's happening, it can trigger certain things that are not maybe very healthy for us. Okay. I talk about this possible causes of low libido. I talk in details about this in my online 5-part audio series, where we go in depth. I'll give you information if you're interested. It actually is, you can get it for extremely low price right now. It's part of my love and support special for the months of April and May, for the crisis that we are going through right now. If you're interested in this stuff, you will have the information also in the email, and I'll tell you more about it at the end. But I just wanted to touch base, possible causes of low libido, right? So as you saw from the previous slide, our body is designed to intake sensory and sensual stimulation. So when we experience a low libido, it means there's something we really need to look at, right? It means could be a poor nutrition. That's a big cause of low libido. Stress, that's another major libido killer. Some medications interfere with our chemical reactions in our body, and they inhibit sexual response or desire. Sometimes they cause fatigue and stuff like that. So you can look into medication, see what the side effects for medication. Sometimes it's a low thyroid. Low thyroid could be a cause of low libido. And of course, hormonal imbalances as we go through life stages. Sometimes, hormonal imbalances with estrogen, progesterone, PCOS, testosterone, all those hormones, they affect our libido. But the good news is there are supplements, there are practices out there that you can work with at any age and at any situation, because remember, as I always tell you, it's always about quality of life. Wherever you are in your situation, nothing is perfect, but working with what you have to improve quality of life, no matter where you are on your lifespan. Okay? So I don't want to hear about the age. I don't want to hear it. I have clients that are in their 60s and 70s and 80s, and they have some great stories to share and some things to teach me. So I don't want to hear about the age, okay? And of course, for ladies, birth control pills. So if you take in birth control pills, they usually inhibit your production of your hormones, which in fact affects your sex drive. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Sensual essences. There are some very, very famous and popular sensual essences like rose, jasmine, and sandalwood. They are very expensive, and if you have the money, by all means, but when you do buy them, please buy pure quality, because if you buy rose for $5, it's not rose, it's not going to do anything for you. So if you have the financial resources for these oils, by all means, use them. They are incredible. They are beautiful. They have lots and lots of aphrodisiac properties, and it's just incredible oils to use. Okay, rose, jasmine, and sandalwood. But what I want to do, also introduce you to other oils that maybe you might not have heard of before, and they also have incredible aphrodisiac properties, and they affect our hormones, our endocrine system, our attraction, the way we attract people. And they are a lot less expensive. They're very, very affordable, and they smell amazing. So they have ability to induce romance. So those oils are patchouli. Patchouli, a lot of you might know patchouli. It's actually one of my favorite oils. Patchouli, I love patchouli. Ylang Ylang is a flower from Malaysia. Geranium and Clary Sage, and I'll introduce you to each one of them right now. Okay. So here you go. Ylang Ylang. That's how you said Ylang Ylang. Is a beautiful scent, and it's a flower from Asia, mostly Malaysia and Indonesia. That's where it grows. It's the Ylang Ylang trees, and these beautiful flowers blossom. Very exotic, lots of aphrodisiac qualities, and they enhance sexual desire, promote relaxation, support hormonal balance, promote healthy skin and hair. It's an incredible scent. It's also believed to balance masculine and feminine energies. So let's say if you're a woman who maybe you have a lot of masculine in you, right? And you want to balance it, you can use Ylang Ylang to balance those energy. You know, if you a man who maybe you have too much masculine and you want to bring a little more feminine, and again, like, feminine and masculine is not associated with gender. Okay, this is not what I'm talking about. I just want to get clear that we associate masculine and feminine. Yes, of course, in women, feminine is more prevalent, and in men, masculine is more prevalent. But we're not talking about that, okay? So it's like a yin and yang energy, so masculine and feminine. So masculine has to do more with presence, with goal-oriented energy, and feminine has to do with more feelings and expression. It's just to give you a little bit of distinction there, okay? So when I bring out masculine and feminine, you know that is not gender related. Okay, so this oil is excellent for balancing hormones, balancing your masculine and feminine. Great to use in your skincare products, great to diffuse, inhale, all those applications we talked about in previous sessions. They good. You know, it's a beautiful oil. It's safe to use on the skin. In Indonesia, the petals are often thrown across a marriage bed, and this is a traditional flower for marriage. Okay, for weddings. Okay, Clary Sage. Clary Sage, we grow here in the United States, actually. It's a very popular essential oil. Incredible, works beautifully with our hormones. It is very, very rich in phytoestrogens. So for women who go through stages and menopause, this is a good oil to use that brings up your estrogen level and balances your hormones. Clary Sage is amazing to use for women during PMS also. So any life transitions, but also all these oils, they have aphrodisiac qualities, okay? All these oils I talk about, not only they balance hormones, they also aphrodisiac. Geranium. This is a geranium flower. Oh, so beautiful. And this is a very delicate oil. Not only it has aphrodisiac qualities, it's uplifting, it's calming, it's excellent for the skin, and it's amazing for the heart. This is a very good oil for your heart, or my spiritual people, for heart chakra, as we say. It's beautiful to just apply on the area of your heart. And it's good to use with any breathing or emotional release exercises to just reprogram your perception, your thinking. Just very calming oil to use on your heart, to reprogram some emotions associated with memories of childhood or maybe unpleasant relationship experiences. Yeah, so that this oil is very special for the heart chakra. Yeah, and it supports circulatory nervous system. Incredible oil. Patchouli. So usually men love patchouli because patchouli, and my face lit up as I mentioned patchouli. I love patchouli. I'm a patchouli girl. I have like 3 bottles of patchouli. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Anoint myself in patchouli? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But also incredible oil, great for men, sexual drive, sexual energy, and very beneficial for male concerns. It's known to increase sexual energy. Again, guys, I want to make it clear that I'm not making any claims, okay? A lot of it is studies have been made in the area of essential oils. They do have certain qualities, certain chemical compounds in them that affect our hormones, okay? But I'm not making any claims. It's just for you to experiment, explore. I'm giving you knowledge, I'm sharing, and it's for you to explore and see how that works with your body, with your system, right? Okay. But patchouli is, some men like to add it to their shaving cream. It's very good because it's soothing to the skin. It works well if you have eczema or skin irritation or skin rash. So when you use it you add a drop of patchouli into your shaving cream or aftershave, not only it works with your skin, it also works with your hormones. So 2 birds in 1 stone. Absolutely use patchouli. Beautiful oil, incredibly very arousing, very, very intense oil. I can't say enough. I can talk about patchouli all day. All right, so we're almost done with our talk, and as I promised, I went over time. But I did say 1 hour on the invitation, so technically I'm not over time. But thank you for sticking around and being here. Really appreciate it. Let me just see. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, so again, I talk more about this kind of things in my audio series, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of, just wanted to leave you with a little bit of that beautiful, loving, relaxing feeling as we conclude this presentation. So clearing the space rituals, I'm a big fan of clearing the space rituals and using essential oils in conjunction with other practices that are just very healthy for you, for your relationship, even for your self-care. If you don't have a partner, it's just to create that feeling of love flowing through your heart. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So what can we do? Of course, diffusers are wonderful to use. Candles, incense, essential oils, rose petals, beautiful music, feathers are very good for, they work well with our skin fibers, and, like the fibers work well with our skin. And also, like just very beautiful sensory things you can bring into your daily life. Edibles are great. Also, everything is based on senses. What's very powerful is also, if you are with a partner, synchronized breathing is very powerful. That deepens the connection, deepens the intimacy between people. It's very simple. You just hug, hold. So if you're home right now with a partner, you quarantine together, so you can practice this. So you can actually hold each other and synchronize the breathing. It's a beautiful bonding practice. very emotional. Could be emotional. It could be emotionally releasing for a lot of people. Very powerful. And the best thing you can do, you can cleanse with water. So there's more to just taking a shower than just taking a shower for hygienic reasons. Water is very cleansing. So when you come home at the end of the day, if you are single, just cleansing with water, have that intention when you step into your bath, when you step into the shower, have that intention. What do you want to cleanse? Like, I always say, if I want to release something, I want to cleanse something, or I want to let go of the feeling, because water moves things, right? And we are mostly water. We consist of water. So it moves things to us. So when you step into that, or before you come to your bedroom, even if you're by yourself, cleanse yourself, cleanse yourself with that beautiful water energy. Okay. Let the frequency of the water carry all the negativity. And the most important thing, what you can do for yourself, with yourself, and if you're with a partner, is to be fully present. Okay. A lot of times people say, well, we want to use this and we want to use that to enhance our sexual experiences or our connection. But all it comes down to presence, being emotionally present with another person. In our everyday life, before this big pause, we are so concerned with everything else we need to do in our life and what's coming up next, or what are we holding on during the day. We had an argument with our boss, so we have a presentation tomorrow. So there's so much going on in our head that we're not present with ourselves, and consequently, we're not present with our partner. Okay, we don't give the attention, the presence, the eye contact, the ability to hold space for someone. And that's the most precious gift you can give someone, is to hold space. And I wanted to leave you with that note, because a lot of times we look outside of ourselves for things to make us happy, but simple things like this are the most powerful. Okay, the most powerful. All right, so let's see. Oh, here's my Instagram picture. I decided to put my Instagram. I have a childlike personality. Those of you who know me, I can be very serious, but I can be very silly. Yeah, so this is me we had roses, and I think this was after our women's circle, and we usually have a lot of rose petals in our women's circles, and I brought it all home and I smeared it all over my bed, and then taking pictures, and I was in very high frequency mode, as you can see. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so love and support offering. This is what I mentioned before. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have audio series. It's not video, it's not an online course. It is listed under my online courses. Paulina, if you're still on the call, please share the link to my courses, if you don't mind. It's a page, you can check it out. I made it only for $29. And in that audio series, I go into detail with desire and physical body, feelings, emotions, more on essential oils, human senses, sensuality, essences of love and intimacy, and sensual play. So I give you some sensual play suggestions you can do on your own or with the partner. Okay, thank you so much. I see that you shared. And with that, you will also get a bonus, Beauty Secrets of Queen Cleopatra, the famous seductress, and some recipes for the skin and for self-love and self-care that you can use in daily life. And it comes in a PDF. Okay, so before we jump into our heart-centered practice, please stay in touch. Those of you who are new to me, who I don't see you, we don't interact either virtually or in real life, do stay in touch. I do have Instagram at Fragrant Wellness, my Facebook page, Fragrant Confessions. I post a lot of stuff there too, a lot of information on essential oils. more than on my Instagram. Instagram is a lot of daily inspirations and activities and beautiful practices, a lot of stuff for women. And Fragrant Confessions is for everyone, and a lot of information on essential oils. So I have more information on the Facebook page. My website is fragrantwellness.com. I have tons of resources there too, on wellness, on aromatherapy, some relationship, my blog, read the blog. I share a lot of valuable stuff there too. And it's your life, your health. Stay empowered, please. Educate yourself, what's out there for you, because nature has everything for us. Just use what Mother Nature gave us, and why not? Why not? Improve your quality of life. You will get love activation scents with essential oils. It will come in a follow-up email. I will send that PDF to you. And these are my personal recipes that I'm sharing with you. I created them and I gave them names. They are absolutely beautiful. I encourage you to, they're very easy to make. So you will get them, use them, and be happy, be sexy, be sensual, be sensory, and spread the love, spread the love, spread the love in the world, okay? That's all I want to leave you. Okay, and, well, okay. All right, I'm back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I look at your comments and before we jump into our Q&A, because I know those of you who need to jump in at 12 o'clock, jump off at 12 o'clock, welcome to do so. Those of you who want to hang out with me for Q&A for 5 minutes longer, I'll be here. But before you leave, let's do a heart-centered practice. If you have essential oil with you, please grab it. If you have lavender, geranium, Clary Sage, you're welcome, Paula. Anything, you know, just grab the oil. I wouldn't use peppermint or anything that is a little more alert, but something gentle, you know, something gentle. You're welcome. Yeah, I'll look at all your comments in a few minutes. I just want to take you through this beautiful, relaxing practice right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, are you ready? If you don't have essential oil, that's fine too. You will get the benefits. You don't, this is not a requirement. You don't have to pass the class, pass the test. So I'm gonna use geranium, okay? And what we are going to do is, if you do have the oil, take the drop. Okay, activate the oil in your hands, in your palms. Always activate, you know, you wanna activate the oils as it comes in contact with your skin. Bring it to your nose and here. Breathe if there's any sound that needs to come out. The sound of the heart is ha. Releasing all the hastiness, all the low frequency feelings from your heart. Just keep breathing. Okay. And just go ahead and rub the area of your heart. Just continue breathing and just give the attention to your heart. Rub some essential oils. You might take a little more if you want. Rub the area. We ask our heart to inhale a lot right now, right? A lot. So let's give it some love and some energy so it can serve us even more. We give it back. Yeah. And then just go ahead, rub your hands together to generate some Reiki energy. And bring it to your heart center and close your eyes. And feel what's alive for you in your heart right now. Without any judgment. You don't want to judge. There's a lot your heart is processing. Maybe you have a beautiful feeling in your heart right now. Maybe there's some tension, discomfort. That's fine. Just acknowledge it. Acknowledge, just know it's there. It's fine. Keep breathing. And now imagine, as you close your eyes, just imagine there's a suction cup right at your heart center. There's a suction cup. So we are going to inhale love and compassion and beauty through the suction cup into your heart. So go ahead, as you hold your heart, inhale all the love and beauty and compassion. Hold your breath for a second and exhale all the negativity. Exhale what no longer serves you. If there's any constriction, even if you can't identify the feeling or it's not conscious right now, that's fine. Once again, through the suction cup on your heart, inhale all the love, compassion, kindness from the universe, from Mother Earth. Hold your breath and exhale everything that doesn't serve you. Using the ha, heart sound. And the last one we're going to do, make it big one, expansive one, magnetic one. Magnetize love, compassion, unconditional love, kindness, courage, everything you need right now. Let's magnetize that. Take a deep breath into your heart as you send the essential oil on your fingers. Hold the breath. Say gratitude to that beauty of your senses, your body, your emotions, and exhale. And resume normal breathing. Just take a moment to acknowledge maybe something has changed after this class, after this breathing exercise for you. Nothing has changed, it's fine. Embrace that. Okay. And go ahead and open your eyes when you feel ready. If you want to stay in that zone, you're welcome to do so too. So we're going to transition to the Q&A.